What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner, and here we go again. Somebody from the liberal Democratic Party, the loony left, has gone too far. You know, they always do. Somebody in the Democratic Party has chosen to embarrass themselves, women, humans, their neighbors, the neighborhood, the city, the planet, the galaxy, and the universe. All humans and aliens. This person has done what we expect out of the liberal left, which makes them look so bad to where people who just try to, with common sense that is, people with common sense that just try to understand them a little bit and start trying to take them seriously and listen. Then they come out with a drastic statement like the one I'm about to let you know about. You sit back and you say, how can a rational person think this way and make this type of comment and expect me to respect their opinion, to really take them seriously and say, you know what, I'm going to cast my vote towards this person who made this drastic comparison and went way over the top. So far over the top that it doesn't make any sense. See, you've gone too far over the top. It's like a person who they think they're cool and they put on sunglasses in the club. You know, I mean, it's pitch black in there already and you come in there with sunglasses on. And I'm thinking to myself, bro, you too cool. Oh, thanks, man. No, I'm not complimenting you. I'm saying you've gone over the other edge of cool. You're too cool. You're beyond cool, where it now becomes negative cool. You're too cool. You went too far, man. Same thing with AOC. Yeah, she's too radical. The statement and the comparison that she made is too far. All right. So now you got a situation down on our southern border that these people, along with the cartel, along with the Democratic Party, okay, that is encouraging these people to come to our country by getting on TV talking about we shouldn't prevent these people from coming here for a better life. Who are we? I mean, this country was built on immigrants and the Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty says bring all your poor, your sick, all of these stupid slogans. The same Democratic Party who sets up camps and cities and stuff, rather, sanctuary cities for these people. What signal are you sending to these people when you say, just get here, we'll cover you. You can get to the promised land, we'll protect you. You're saying everybody come in spite of our immigration laws. These same people who get on TV and demonize ICE, demonize the president for trying to solve the problem, demonize anybody in America that says, this is crazy. Oh, you all are racist and white nationalists. That Democratic Party. So align with coyotes, illegal immigrants who know they're violating our laws, people like George Soros, all of these globalists, and of course with the cartel who's making billions off of illegal immigration and drugs, and all of the people who come to this country illegally, get here and end up hurting Americans, like people from MS-13. So now you have all of these negative entities influencing this huge drive to violate our immigration laws. And then instead of helping out our border patrol with controlling the situation, giving them the resources, even encouraging them, instead of doing any of that, they refuse to help them build the wall, even though they requested it. They refuse to give them money for more supplies because we are stuffing people in buildings because we are overwhelmed down there. They've been crying out for weeks. Help, help. We need help. We're being overran. It's beyond crazy. Looking at 1 million people by the end of the year coming through our border. And then you got Mexico steps in to help do Congress's job. Now we're talking about Venezuela, I think, might even be helping. Honduras and all of those places. We're trying to get other countries to solve this problem when we can solve it simply by changing our immigration laws and funding the president to go ahead and build the wall. All of these things, okay, piled up, that common sense people are looking at and they're saying, how can y'all even say that Trump's responsible for creating this crisis? And it's clear that you guys are the enablers. You're not the solution. You're the problem. You're the ones that's letting this crap go on and acting as if it's a humanitarian issue and we should have compassion about it when you obviously got a diabolical scheme and plan. That's why you're letting it happen. See, we all know this because if it was a problem for them, they would be advocating to solve the problem. Like I said all the time, you want to expose their motive. Let all these people who's coming here illegally vow to pledge and become Republicans or conservatives and see how quick they all go down to the border and build the wall. Yeah, with the bare knuckles. So this fake whole moral outrage by the Democrats is just horrendous to our American Constitution, our way of life, the citizens, everything. But then you get AOC. It has the nerve to add injury to insult, or insult to injury, insult to injury. Yeah, you see me, my brain was like, wait a minute, before you go on, let's correct that. Insult to injury. So here she is saying that what's going on down at the southern border is basically a concentration camp. It's just like a concentration camp. So let me get this straight. Our ICE and Border Patrol, they have told all these illegal immigrants that we're going to get you on these trains and we're going to take you to a better place. And then we forced them on these trains, took them down to the border, pulled them out, lied to them, put them in different categories, said, you know what? Either you're going to be a worker or we're going to be experimenting on you. All of these things, you have no rights. We use them for experiments. Many of them we killed, we gassed. That's what she's saying we're doing right now at the border, okay? Gassing them, using them as experiments, all of these things. Against their will, too. Remember, see, you have to understand that AOC must not pay attention to how this big influctuation of illegal immigrants is working. They're coming here, okay? Now, do you think the Jews was running to the concentration camps on their own, saying, man, even though I hear that the concentration camps are horrible and they're killing Jews, if we get there, we'll have a better life? Do you think they just voluntarily came up to the Nazis and said, we're here, could you let us in? But yet, at the same time, AOC apparently doesn't realize these people are willfully and illegally coming to us. And even in all of that, our ICE and our Border Patrol is showing compassion, trying to help them out. AOC needs to walk that so far back that it walks her right out of Congress. That's what she needs to do. If they vote for her again in New York, I'm done. I don't know what else to say. There are some Democrats right now that I say, how in the world are you still in business? I just don't understand it. AOC, then you got Ilhan Omar still talking about it's America's fault that Iran is acting up. It's the president's fault. Why don't y'all just leave? That's what I'm saying. Just leave. AOC, you want to be an advocate? You want to be somebody who really gets down in the muck and the mire? Go down into the border and help. How about you babysit some of the kids that the Border Patrol is babysitting, when they should be doing their job, protecting the border, but they're overflowed with kids and so on and so forth. Why don't you go down there, risk your life by contracting some of the diseases possibly just coming across the border? Why don't you get dirty? That's all I'm saying. And Ilhan Omar, since you're so concerned about Iran, why don't you go ahead over there? Go ahead over there and see if you can get on TV and say the things that you say. Okay? See if you got all the wonderful freedoms that the Americans over here have given you. Yeah. Why don't you go over there and see if they don't put you right into real oppression versus the crap you talking about, getting on TV, your women's rights being rolled back, trying to erase us as women. Please. Anybody out there, I feel like I'm sitting in the signal. Beep, 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 beep. If there's anybody out there in Minnesota, beep, 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 beep. Roger, is there anybody listening in New York? Vote these knuckleheads out. There's one more to leave. She got to go, and probably about 50 other ones. But right now, if you're listening to me, New York, this is a message from the inland. Get Ilhan Omar and Tlaib and AOC out. Period. It's ridiculous. You've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. We're going to be talking about this tomorrow. My radio blog, talk show, and my live my live feed on YouTube, 7:30. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. Check out Extreme Tees if you like what you see. Click on it, put my name in the promo code. You'll get a 20% discount. And what else? Find me on Facebook and on Twitter. And that might just be it. No, I know it's something else. If you want to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, feel free. There's a link in the bottom to do that as well. God bless you. See you next time in Kevin's Corner.